We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Armadillos of San Antonio taking on the Denver Broncos.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night primetime. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Bronco defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in the football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On play action, now McCarthy. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillos will claim the early lead as they're on board first here tonight. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
6, mega. Down. Red. 52 blue. Ready?
Glove. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that one's going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Again, that's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still completed pass.
A very solid gain of 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Armadillos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
At the 32-yard line.
Strike.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
16 yards.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the
Down.
49-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
Going back to Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to Kraft, the tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Let's go. 50. Green. Ready?
Now Love. Backward shuffle pass here is complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And this will be caught just inside the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
40. Eagle blue. Ready?
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
39-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
Another San Antonio first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the San Antonio
McCarthy off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A gain of 21 yards.
On play action, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one too low. Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. McCarthy going to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Touchdown! Christian Watson from 4 yards out. And the Armadillos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Broncos nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Armadillos.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
On a slant, here's Collins. Now a timeout taken.
Complete to
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Final play of the half. Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jake Moody to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Tatum. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 green. Ready?
Love now. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
Down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Love. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And goal to go.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing. Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Here we go. Set.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That quick throw there is incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Again, it's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line. The
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got Watkins on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Armadillos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready?
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Mega. Come on, set. 33. Drill green. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Red, yellow.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
From the 31, here's second and 9. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will take it in for a touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Armadillos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And cycle.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mega.
Now Love. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Set. Hut.
Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air again. Love. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
Shot.
3rd
17.
and 1.
Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
10.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have...
And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
They'll take over at first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for San Antonio, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa